our Fox NFL kickoff. Our thanks to Joel McHale for starting us off today. And check out Joel's new book, Thanks for the Money, as well as his new show, The Great Indoors. Hello, everyone. I'm Charissa Thompson. Joining me, as always, is Colin Cowherd, the coach, Dave Wannstedt, and Charles Peanut Tillman. And I just discovered right before we came on the air that Colin had a party last night, and none of us were invited.
I didn't think you guys would be interested in a
over. That's why we didn't get in.
I had a great time in my hotel room watching the Cubs. Didn't you? I mean,
yes. Go Cubbies!
Yeah, not if you're a Dodgers fan, right? Kelvin Benjamin, well, he's got 3 for Nick, making his first start since week 8 of last season. You've got the Cowboys and the Packers. You've got the Seahawks and the Falcons. A lot of great stuff on the docket here. I just said on the docket, so there's that. Colin, what are you watching for today?
Green Bay, Dallas. I'm thinking, I may be wrong on this one. Now they go to Green Bay, a fast-starting team at Lambeau.
A lot of corners that Julio has gone against, they haven't traveled. So I'm curious to see how he matches up against them today.
All right, well, for a look at the Eagles and the Redskins, as well as some of the other games today, let's go sideline to sideline, brought to you by State Farm. Pam Oliver is reporting from Washington outside the State Farm Roadhouse, which is traveling from game to game all season long.
Yeah, I'm going to buy that stock. And I say that
the Packers offense has been under scrutiny this season, but one definitive bright spot has been the return of Jordy Nelson. Erin Andrews traveled to Green Bay, where she sat down with the wide receiver to discuss Packers football and to get to the bottom of one of football's greatest mysteries.
All these players, they want to lay on the couch all week long and then play on Sundays. I couldn't coach in today's football.
Y'all leather helmets and put them
on Sundays.
Says the two, by the way, these two are the first ones in here in the morning. What time did you guys get here?
About 3:30 this morning, yeah.
And Mike Lombardi. All right, so let's talk about this Miami team. They're 1-4, their only win coming against the winless Browns. How much of the responsibility falls on Adam Gase?
I think some of it falls back on your quarterback. You know, they've got a quarterback that's trying to learn how to play.
Remember, you told me that. You say, hey, first head coaching job I took, which got him at everything in offense.
Well, speaking of offense, let's look at the Ravens for a second. They've lost 2 in a row. They fired their offensive coordinator, Mark Trestman. They promote Marty Morningwig. From, a front office perspective, Mike, what does this move mean for this team?
Well, this is John Harbaugh's 5th offensive coordinator. Now, the other's hired by the owner. Nobody disputes that. And he fired the other 3 that he hired. So this time now, I think his back is...
So it's a change of philosophy of what he wants.
Right. Yeah, and when you interview, and we've talked about this, when you interview me 3 times in a row, that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back.
Don't you guys think, couldn't he just go and, hey, Trestman, run the ball.
Ability, and
right.
You got to trust your offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I mean, operationally, though, how much does it change when you make that move mid-season?
As a play call.
Absolutely.
So question marks in Baltimore, not so much for the Raiders.
Yeah,
okay, so let's focus on this for a second. Vegas has agreed they're going to pay the $750 million for the stadium. Now it will go to the teams for the vote.
Right. The owners will have to make a decision, but it's really no vote. This is going whereas the Rams market was. That's why Stan Kroenke and the Rams had to pay $650 million. This market's not owned, so Mark Davis now will have to negotiate cooperative, and there's nothing that's going to hold this back. They're going to play 2 more years in Oakland, but the reality is once they settle on a price, they'll then get the votes.
Yeah, Vegas, baby, here we come. Narrow.
Let me say this. Hey, Cowboys will be fine.
Jimmy, thank you so much. Thank you, Mike. As always, we appreciate it. Speaking of there are a lot of opinions out there about the quarterback situation in Big D, and since the presidential debates have been beating up the NFL's ratings, we figured, why not give the people what they want? It's time to sling some mud. This is my co-moderator today is political junkie and locker room policy guru, Charles Peanut Tillman.
That's right, Carissa. This is the only forum in America where you'll find 2 sports experts arguing about whether the Dallas Cowboys should start Tony Romo once he's healthy or keep playing Dak Prescott.
So true. So, my co-moderator today is political junkie and locker room policy guru, Charles Peanut Tillman.
That's right, Carissa. This is the only forum in America where you'll find 2 sports experts arguing about whether the Dallas Cowboys should start Tony Romo once he's healthy or keep playing Dak Prescott.
So true. So, of our debate, so please keep your answers to 20 seconds, and then each of you will be granted time for a rebuttal.
Coach, this one's for you. Dak Prescott has 0 interceptions. What's making him work so efficiently in this offense?
Ton of experience in this offense. He's won a lot of games, and he's come back from injury and played lights out before. So why are we now questioning his ability to get things done in Dallas?
Great.
We have time for one more question.
Coach, this one's for you. Brett Favre said this week that until Dak Prescott struggles, he should basically bench himself.
We will be resigned to relive the past. Change is here. It is now.
Very much. A lot of information to digest here,
Yes.
Peanuts. And 30 minutes away from Ford Fox NFL Sunday. So as we do every week, let's check in with the guys next door. Gentlemen.
Hello. I have a question for you. Do you guys like having Jimmy as much as he says you like him over there?
We do.
I don't like him anymore.
Peanut, did he hit you with that dinosaur stuff that, football players don't hit enough during the week?
Yeah, he did. He can't come over here no more. I don't want him back. Y'all two come back. I want the players.
You know, Jimmy's gotten to that point. He's like that relative you've got that you pass him around from cousin to cousin. Nobody lets him stay too long.
He came back over here and said, I killed it over there.
All right, Drew Brees scoring offense, right? Todd Gurley struggling, averaging 2.7 yards per carry. Is this defense enough to keep this team afloat? Because they're 3-2 and second in the division.
No. I love a good defense being a
Off season, you retire. Josh Norman goes in free agency. So is Luke Kuechly and that front seven suffering from a lack of confidence on the back half of that defense?
I think there's a little bit of confidence loss, four of us that have gone. And right now, back then we had chemistry last year. We called ourselves the Thieves, and, that really worked well for us. And
Just as effective right now as the passing game. What's getting my attention, Vic Beasley and that D.
League after Ryan Tannehill, and that's with Russell Wilson's legs.
He's the second most sacked? Sacked quarterback.
That party last night, I missed that word. But he's had Marshawn Lynch. He's had good coaching.